Hi, welcome to All Things Possible TV. I'm excited to have you here with me. I'm Kris Barney, and I'm thrilled to have you here. And no, don't worry, this is not about Biker Chick Gone Bad. This is going to be a really fun episode, and it's going to be about resolutions or declarations. Which one is more powerful for you? Which one will help you go farther forward and accomplish those dreams that you have in your life? Which one is going to give you more power and really boost you to the next level? Which one can you envision what will happen? Can you really see it? So let's talk about this. When we do our resolutions, which most people do at the end of the year, they are like, okay, this year, this is what I'm going to accomplish. We, write them down, and I'm going to lose 20 pounds, and I'm going to make more money, and I'm going to serve more, right? And we write them down, put them away, and then what happens? We're going to exercise more. That's usually a big one. By the second week of January, there's percentages, and I didn't look those up, but it is high percentages that by the second week in January, those resolutions have already been broken. And it's true. It happens a lot. I can tell you year after year after year, for many years, I wrote, I need to lose weight, a weight amount I was going to lose, and how much exercise I was going to do. And what I want you to look at is the root of resolutions is resolve. To resolve something, what does that mean? That means we're going to fix it. That means we're going to complete it. That means we're going to accomplish or finalize out on that. And I did write some notes here. Maybe we're going to take care of something. To come up with a resolve, we're going to take that to the next level. When we actually do declarations and we declare, when we go and declare what we're going to accomplish, how that's going to look, what we can get, and what we are about, it is much more powerful. Now, most of you are very well aware, for many, many years, affirmations were the thing. And affirmations still work, but they are affirm. They affirm what you're going to do. So they're good, they're just not as strong as to declare. If you're going to affirm, you're going to get a little bit of progress. If you're going to declare it, your subconscious is going to go to work on it and help you attain that. So today I want to talk to you about declarations. Declarations are very valuable. I love to have my declarations and combine it with a vision board. So I have the visual, I have my declarations that can be said, I have a way to start my day, which I call the boot up. So when you start a program where how you begin your day, I call it the boot up. I compare it to a computer, and when you boot up your computer, it goes through and it gets everything going, and it goes, ta-da, here we are, we have power. We have all these programs are turned on. So that's what we want to do with our life, is we want to boot up. And when we get ready to go to bed, we want to shut off. And so my nighttime ritual, my thing that I like to do right before bed is to go back over my vision board, and very last thing is I go through my declarations. I say them again. I have them recorded on my phone. I'll listen to them so that I hear that, so that the whole night my subconscious mind can work on creating how that's going to be, how that's going to happen, and what's next for me. So in declarations, I'm going to give you some examples of ways you can start those declarations. On declarations, you should say them 3 times a day. So first thing in the morning, sometime during the day. I have mine in my car on my visor, so when I get to a stoplight, I say my declarations. Or at lunchtime, or I listen to them on my phone while I'm driving. And the third time is right at night, right before you go to bed. So remember, 3 times a day, you go over your declarations. Now, your voice is your most believable voice. So if you will record them, and just record it quickly on your phone, and then listen to it. That can be very, very valuable. But it is also valuable to speak it and actually hear yourself saying it. So that's 3 times a day, and have it be the most powerful possible. You want to hear those declarations, you want to speak those declarations, and you want to be able to change them periodically so that they are continuing to push you forward. So some of the ways that I use declarations, I have 11 ways to start a sentence or a paragraph about what you want to accomplish. So the first one I do is I am. And I hope you have paper and a pencil and you can write these down because we will be erasing them. I've got something else to write after this. So I am what? You know, for me, for a long time, in fact, I still have it, I say I'm a beautiful, passionate, and inspirational woman of light. For many years, I lived in depression, and I didn't feel that I was beautiful. I didn't feel that I was powerful or passionate or inspirational. I felt like I was depressed and frustrated and competitive. And so I have that on my declarations to really empower me. Then we have I create. You create what? What do you want to create? I create what? Is that I create peace in the world, I create abundance in my life everywhere I go, I create what? I create happiness, I create love. What do you want that to be? Then I have one called I release. So I use this one. I release weight. I release this many pounds. Because if I say I lose weight, if we lose something, we just want to find it. And our subconscious knows that if we lose something, we want to find it. So if you have a weight loss goal, I release is a really great way to put I release this. And you can put time to it. You can put time sensitive. We'll get into more of that when I go through and explain what you want your declarations to include and how you want those to be. The next one I have is I inspire. You know, is that I inspire others to what? I inspire my children. I inspire what? What is that for you? Then we have I love. So I love my Creator. I love my church. I love my family. Okay? I trust. I trust what? I trust what will come my way. I trust what is going to happen in my life. Now, when you do these, you want to talk in first person, and you want to speak it as if it's already happened. So if you're creating a six-figure income, it can be I trust that I earn a six-figure income. It can be I create a six-figure income. Does that make sense? But you speak it as if it's already happened. I know. Okay, I know what? I know this to be true. I know I can, or I am. Okay, don't do can, do am. I believe. What do you believe? I believe blank. Okay, but three more. I live. Okay, I live my life what? I live to what? I empower. Okay, mine's I empower others to live their best life. I empower others to believe in themselves. Okay, I do mine in chunks of paragraphs, so I have a whole page. You can add to these as you do it. You do one sentences, you can create the whole paragraph, and as long as it's speaking in first person as if it's already happened without any negatives. So it's all got to be positive language. And the last one is I attract. Okay, so on this one I want to tell you a little story. All year long I have said I attract clients to me that I can be the perfect help, that I can be the perfect person to serve them. Last week I was at an event, and I've had a lot of clients over the last while, but because I'm saying I attract clients to come to me, and that's my declaration. Last week I was at somebody else's event, I was an attendee, and I was talking to the person next to me. She said, "What do you do?" And I was explaining one of our programs, and she said, "God, that's really cool, that's amazing." At the end of that 1.5 day event, this person walked up to me and she said, "I want what you told her about." This is a $1,000 program. And I said, you want what? I don't know what you're talking about. I've never met you. And she said, you were telling somebody about how you and your husband work together and you do this like 8-week program. She wrote me a check, paid for it on the spot, knew nothing about it. Okay, I attract clients to come to me that are ready to hear my message, ready for me to serve them. Okay, that's how you want to say it, so as if it's already happened, and then it can move forward. Okay, I hope you got all these down because I'm going to erase them. We're going to talk a little bit about declarations. So, besides that it's really powerful to have these, and that's an easy way. Now, this is not the only 11 ways you can start your sentence. You can start your sentence many other ways, but that is you can start your sentences many ways, but that is very powerful. All 11 of those work in the positive, in the affirmative, as if it's already happened, and in first person. So they all work very well. And they're very powerful words, so there's a lot of power in those words. So let's talk about declaration. I broke declaration down into each letter with a word about the declaration. So the first one is decision. So to really do declarations, to really make change in your life, the first thing you have to do is make a decision. You have to decide that you want life to change. You want something different. So we need to make our decision, right? We want to decide. The second one is evaluate. You need to evaluate where you are, where you want to go, what you want to accomplish, and what you see for you to be your future. If you don't evaluate where you are and what needs to happen for you to change, sometimes we won't change anything. We'll say we want something but do nothing about it because we don't really know where we're at. So you need to evaluate. Then we need to be consistent. If I wasn't saying my declarations consistently, do you think I would have attracted a client that was sitting behind me and heard part of a program, like a title of a program? It was $1,000. She's in the program doing phenomenal. But it was $1,000, right? So when we're saying it and we're consistent, we have the success that we need. We attract the people that are our clients. We attract the people to be around us. And then for me, it's you've got to have it loyal to your beliefs. Okay, you've got to be loyal to what you believe. What your belief system is, you've got to be loyal to that with your declarations. You won't accomplish things in your subconscious mind that you don't have as beliefs. And if you want to change those beliefs, you can. It takes a lot of work, but you've got to change the belief before you can actually move forward, because you've got to be loyal to those beliefs. And then there's accountable. If you are not accountable to saying your declarations, they're not going to do anything for you. Neither will resolutions, right? So you've got to stay accountable to your declarations. You've got to be willing to put in the work. And then it takes repetition. Okay, remember I said 3 times a day. Okay, 3 times a day. Change it up. Say them out loud. Yell them. Speak it in a different language. Whatever can get through your reticular activating system so that you believe it. So your subconscious mind has a chance to work on it. Okay? So after repetition, we have attainable. I've heard a lot of people that say a declaration or a resolution that's no way attainable in the next year. Okay, so when I do declarations, and the way I coach people to do declarations, is start with 90 days. Where do you want to be in 90 days? Where do you want to be in 6 months? And where do you want to be in 1 year? And then add those time frames into the whole thing. When you break it down into I ams and I create and I am, and you move forward. One second. When we do that, then we're able to really make change. Does that make sense? So, after attainable, it's transformation. What we want to accomplish here is to have transformation in our life. So if you can see, we're making declarations is our word here, but transformation is what we're going to see. And we want, when we evaluate it and write what we want to make sure that that's bringing in transformation into our life. We want to internalize this. Okay, when we internalize it and we take it in, it becomes what we are. My example for you is last week, this client just walked right up to me. I want that you said. Okay? $1,000 program. I did not even talk to her until she said, I want it. Right? So we have to internalize it and own it. Okay? When we internalize it and we own it, we can create it. We have to open the space. Okay, when we say open the space, you've got to open the space so that there's room for your declarations to work. Okay, and an example of opening the space. So I had a client that was having a rough time getting pregnant. And one of the first things we started working on was her declarations, and then we added opening the space. In opening the space, it was like, get a crib, have a baby room. What's going to happen when you have to take time off work? Like, start scheduling this and looking at it to where you're opening the space. What if you're single and you want to get married? Are you dating? Are you on a dating site? Are you meeting people? Those are the ways that you're going to actually have success. So the next one is nurturing. Our declarations need to be nurturing, because during this process, while we're changing ourselves, we have to have that nurturing feeling. We have to know that it's okay. It's okay if it's not happening instantly. We've got to be nurturing about this. And the last one, which I think is the most important one, is you must start. You cannot accomplish anything if you don't start. Start is so important. We go through so much of our life and we wonder why we're not having the success we want, and yet we're not taking action, right? So if you see this right here, this is our declarations. And you can see that those are a lot of descriptive words. That's a lot. But what I can tell you is it will make a phenomenal difference in your year, in your success. If you want to get a different job, if you want to start your own business, if you want to get in a relationship, it will change all kinds of things. You can take these things in declarations and have create phenomenal success. I've had unbelievable success with my declarations. I've had so many clients. I could tell you stories for hours of clients that have had such great success with declarations. I believe in them, and I wholeheartedly feel that there is more power in a declaration than a resolution ever. So, trust me on it, or test me on it, and do declarations and see if they work better than possibly your experience that you've had in the past with resolutions. I love that we can start a new year and that we can create it to be different, that we can create it to be phenomenal with how we choose to live life. So thanks for being with me today on this episode. Thanks for being a part of the All Things Possible community. I love having you with me. And for being here, I want to give to you a free gift. I want to offer to you my 7 traits. It's a video series. I want you to go to my website at allthingspossible.biz. Again, that's allthingspossible.biz right here on the screen. And opt into right there on the right-hand side on that front page, and you will get our 7 traits for free. I want you to be able to change your life and to have the things that you want and to be successful, to have a life that you love and that you are thrilled to be a part of. So thanks for being here with me, and we'll see you next time here on All Things Possible TV. Bye-bye.